Right now we have about 45 bucks to our name. I'll be transparent, I don't give a fuck. Hello, good morning, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm starting off bright and early. It is about 7 o'clock in the morning, which I usually do start pretty early, so I was like, let me kind of bring y'all along. Let's talk about random shit, let's just chat. I really don't have anything planned. I think sometimes the unplanned conversations kind of go better for me, kind of, sort of. Like, I'll ramble, trust me, I'm a rambler, but I think you get the authentic feelings, you get the authentic vibes, like, you know. So I got my little sporty fit. You're gonna see the sports bra a lot because I don't own many articles of clothing. Actually, let's start there, right? I used to have a huge closet filled with clothes. When I tell you filled, that was something that I didn't realize was a luxury, you know what I mean? It's like, now the way I live my life is so different. I probably own about 4 to 5 pairs of pants and like 6 tops, maybe if I'm stretching it 10 tops, because I bought a few tube tops that I found. But yeah, it's giving, the wardrobe ain't the same. It's giving, I used to be real lavish and wear the cutest little stuff from Pretty Little Thing. I mean, I didn't spend an arm and a leg. I was never really the designer girly, to be honest. But I was the cute girly, you know, like get it for a decent price and rack up my closet. Child, now I just wear whatever I can and go from there. Like, yeah, I would love to own 2 sports bras, but right now I own 1 and I wash it as often as I fucking can. I'm not gonna lie to y'all and say every time I wear it, it's this clean sports bra. No, that's not my life right now. You know what I mean? And that's okay. But yeah, I think life with less clothes can feel easier. I think as I'm recording with y'all, you may see me wear the same things over and over again, and there's a past Davielle that would have been very uncomfortable with that, but now I'm like, yeah, this is my life. Like, this is what my life is. Other than that, I mean, I feel like the clothes is the least of my worries. That's the other thing I've learned for sure. I think clothing was something that distracted me in the past, to be honest. I can't believe that's coming out of my mouth, because I think even the makeup, everything I used to wear constantly, I mean, your girl was decked out. Like, I was doing all the trends, the makeup trends, doing the concealer, and I have no issue with that. I love that stuff. It's just this journey showed me what's more important to me, I guess. Like, makeup is still a passion of mine, but so I reached a point in my life a few years ago where I didn't feel like I could go out without makeup. And that was something that was affecting me more than I thought. It was kind of my self-esteem going down right before my eyes because of all the makeup girlies that were slaying. And I was like, what? And I really wasn't in the timeline of girlies that slayed without makeup, because I dove myself head first into the makeup heavy culture. And so it was always concealer, foundation. Don't get me wrong. No, not a web. That's one thing about walking around this fucking area. Spider webs out the ass. Definitely just walked into a big old web. Y'all, this is real life. And you know, I'm usually good at not walking through it. It's anyway. But yeah, like, I would beat my face. Even if I'm going to just this cute little event, I would at least have to have mascara. Oh, actually, I had lashes. I was doing the lash game and all of that. And it started to become a habit that I did not love. And I didn't know I didn't love it. And I think that that's something that I don't want to do anymore. I want to do me. I think sometimes, yeah, I want concealer, but I don't want it because I feel like I don't look good enough without it. That can really affect your mental health. And so this has been this like raw, natural journey, and I'm loving it. Like, this is me, yo. This is my face. And you either love it or you hate it. And either way, I'm still rocking it. Look at the mattresses. That's been empowering. As people that came from Miami to California, and our lives kind of shifted from that move, well, from Boston to Miami to California, within over a year now, it's really changed my life appearance-wise. I can talk about everything else because trust me, I've learned some things, oh my gosh. But appearance-wise and understanding what's more important to me has really come to the forefront in a way that I would have never imagined. And so you feel like you have to look a certain way, show up a certain way constantly, comment below why. Why do you feel like you have to do that, or what's making you feel like that? This journey has brought me to a place of I don't give a fuck, I'm not gonna lie. There's been a lot of I don't give a fuck in my life because I'm just learning to embrace what I have. Whatever I don't have, it's not a problem. I have many sides to me. I have many looks that I could serve, okay? And I think that that's beautiful. And so less attention on my looks and all that gave me more energy and attention towards the things that I actually do appreciate, like walking around and finding all the fruits in California. I didn't know that so many fruit trees and vegetables grow within people's backyards, and their backyards will seep into public areas where I could pick it for free. Okay, you know how many lemons we've had just for free, just walking by to get home? Do you understand? That's been something that I've experienced, and I didn't understand that it was as important as it is. And so now I embrace it. But yeah, so I'm at the park. I come to this park and I connect with Mama Gaia. So on top of the fruit trees and seeing what California has to offer, I also connect. I ground myself. I am that girly now. I am basically hippie vibes personified. Like, I do it my own way. I'm not, you know, I don't smoke weed or anything like that. I have nothing against it. That's just my preference. But I'm sitting here enjoying the grass. I sit and I connect. I do hug trees. I try to be one with nature. I think that is what's helping me ground myself in this time of like insane changes in my life. I think I've been able to really grasp the idea that at the end of the day, if I have nowhere to go per se, because we've been taught to live in homes and to be in a inside of a home and all that, girl, let me tell you, when you're homeless, when you've experienced homelessness, you understand that earth is your home. Like, you can actually lay on the grass and enjoy it. Doesn't mean that you don't value having a home, right? I still value it. I still think it's important. I still value all the things that I used to before. It's just different. I have a sense of value for grass in a park way, way, way more than I ever have. Yeah, there's things I'm still scared of, but I'm way more confident now. I just feel so one with the universe, with earth. And I'm telling you, I was the type of person, I didn't even care to walk. Okay, I used to have my car and I'd be like, look, I can take the bus real quick if I have to, but and when your car gets repoed, you know what I mean, and everything kind of changes for you, you start to value your legs, you know what I mean? You start to value nature and how the grass is where you can sit when there's no chairs. To start my morning with Mama Gaia, with Spirit of Earth, here connecting, I pray, you know, visualize my day. I kind of ask my higher self, hey, what do I need to do today? What's a line? And not do, right? So we use the do word a lot. It's not about what to do today. It's about, what do I feel led to, period. Who do I feel led to be today, right? Who do I want to show up as? I think those are the things my higher self actually answers for me. And sometimes she'll be like, girl, just write in your journal and relax, or like let the day flow, or even go to a cafe and relax. You know, if I have the means, I do it. If I don't, that means I don't have it yet. Right now we have about $45 to our name right now. I'll be transparent, I don't give a fuck. We have about $45, and the thing is, sometimes, okay, so now I'm gonna move on to another topic, money. It's so crazy how when you have less money, you're of course like stressing, you're like, what the heck, da, da, da. And then when you have more money, you're stressing and you're like, what the heck, what do I spend it on? You have options, right? And so even having 45 in our account, it's just this joy, because it's like, oh, what do we do? But it's also like, you want to spend it on the right thing and the wrong thing, da, da, da. And so my divine team has been teaching us like, yo, just go with the flow, go with your gut. Don't overdo things. Don't try to make yourself want something when you really don't. If you want that $15 pizza or whatever the heck, get it if it aligns. But ask yourself, sit with yourself, and if yourself is like, look, you're being gluttonous, you don't even want that pizza, or you know what I mean? Like, don't cheat yourself. Like, don't sit here and try to go to McDonald's when in reality you understand that your body is craving a fruit bowl. Oh, but I only have 45 and fruit bowls be like $10. Okay, and you about to spend $2 on a chemical-based burger. So which one do you want? And I'm vegetarian, so I'm not gonna have a McDonald's burger. Spend on things that align with you. Don't overthink the money. Don't overthink. And that's such a challenging concept that we've actually gotten extremely great at. I'm not gonna say we're perfect, because you know what I mean, it's a learning curve. You're gonna be here as we're learning and as we're growing. But yeah, it's just this, don't sit here stressing about the money that you have in your account, because that's just bringing lower vibes to you. That's just bringing a level of doubt, a level of like, can I do it? And it's like, you can. It's just, does it align? And after you do it, do you feel empowered? Does your body feel better? I'm trying to see if I can, well, maybe not. Okay, but yeah, does your body feel aligned? Oh wait, I can lift this. Oh, Davielle, girl, what is you doing? Okay, I wanna be hands-free. But yeah, like, does it align with your body? Does it give you a sense of energy? You know, like, it's about our energy. It's not just about, oh, I have to eat. Like, for example, we eat once a day. Of course, it has to do with what we can get and not get, but also our bodies are shifting before our eyes. Like, I don't have as much of an appetite as I used to. There's the smallest thing I'll eat and I'm like, oh shoot, I'm actually full. And I think society teaches us, let me just hold it because the angle isn't given. Okay, this is a little better. Society will teach you need 3 meals a day and you need to do it this way and that way. And I think we just go with what our body wants and needs now. And so I think that even helps a lot more, because when we are spending on something that's a little hearty, like we love acai bowls, for example, and those can range from $11 a bowl to like $18 a bowl. And some days we're like, it's worth it. Like, my body is craving something healthy, something really hearty. And it always does it for us. And the one thing is, when you invest in something that can give back to you tenfold, oh my gosh, it's the best feeling. Like, that's where you have the energy to align your thoughts with your actions and to hear what your divine team is trying to tell you and where they're trying to guide you. But when you're filling your body with things that make you feel sluggish, make you feel a little down, and on top of that, you're going through challenges, oh my goodness, it's such a disservice. It's such a disservice, because now you're feeding yourself with things that don't lift your vibe. And that makes such a big difference, more of a difference than we could have ever imagined. Honestly, on this journey, we have compared, trying to make sure that we get what it is that our bodies are craving, and not letting society bully us into believing like, save your money and make sure that everything is da-da-da-da. Don't be careless, right? Like, don't be careless. You know, there is a difference between when you're careless, like, fuck it, I deserve, I'm pissed, no, because the energy you put into the money you're spending is what you get back. If you're spending from a place of fear and anxiety, like, oh, I don't have it, the universe will be like, oh, you don't have it? Okay. And continue to affirm that. So now, even if more was ready to come into your lap or hands by whatever way, whether it's, you know, you find this free brochure that's like, get a free sub at Subway, you know what I mean? Something that was aligned with you can no longer align, because you're still down and out in the energy that you're in. So you kind of contradict the energy that's trying to come in. And that's something we've experienced constantly. And so now, I woke up today 7 a.m. on an empty stomach, excuse me, on an empty stomach. And I understand that my body doesn't want something right now. It's not my mental trying to tell me, hey, it's morning time, you need to eat. It's about me connecting with my body and being like, you're okay. And mind you, yesterday for dinner, I had like popcorn, like a little cup of popcorn. We've been kind of really portioning our meals or whatever. And it helped. As much as we'd be like, no, it doesn't. And I think for a while, a lot of things did not help me. I will have the whole cup of water before you go to sleep, because that can fill you up more. And I think my body was so used to the toxicity that I was giving it, that a cup of water didn't help, because I was used to eating a good portioned dinner. And so if I don't have that, I'm not gonna feel full. Oh my gosh, my life has changed. I'm going on a tangent, but that has really been the bulk of our journey when it comes to buying things for our face, our body, our stomachs, and all that shit. It's just what aligns with you the most. Quality. I want quality. So I'm not going to continue to subject myself to areas that or places that don't give me quality clothing, because I'm spending money on something that is going to wear and tear in a matter of a month or less. Literally, like, I'll see the strings get all crazy. And that's been a hard thing to learn, because I grew up with a parent that was like, sales rack and only sales rack. Are you stupid? You know what I mean? And so that has been the way that I thought for a while. And I'm changing that. I think now we go to Target, and if the leggings make sense and align and we have it in our account, we do it. And if we don't have that exact amount in our account, we put it in our carriage and we say it's not within the budget. That's been the key. If you hear nothing on this video, hear this. When you claim that you don't have a certain amount, and there's claim and there's actually seeing your account and what you can afford, there's a delusion that you need to have, which is like, oh, the money hasn't hit my account yet. Like, there is this energy that you have to walk around with, like, oh, the money hasn't hit yet, that's all. Not this, oh, I don't have it, what the fuck, see, I never get anything, oh my gosh. That energy is gonna follow you. And I understand if you feel what you feel it, right? Because I had to feel it. I used to be like, what the fuck? But I have grown a lot. Crazy to say, but it's become this thing where I'm like, you know what? I'm waiting for the money to hit. But I'm gonna still put it in my carriage because I know I deserve it. And I know that God, the universe, needs to see me put this in my carriage because I can have this and I deserve to have it. It just may not be in my budget today. That lingo has changed the course of my life. I kid you not. And I think sometimes we talk like that when we have the money. It's also important to talk like that when the money's on the way. I'm not even gonna say when you don't have the money, when the money's on the way, okay? Because you have no idea what today has in store. And a lot of times I used to put limits on my day. Like, well, this is what I have. Who says money's not gonna drop into my account right now just because? Who says that someone doesn't owe me money or this place doesn't owe me money? You don't remember, you don't know. Who knows? Who says you're not going to be gifted? There's videos all over the internet. If you don't believe what I'm saying now, there's videos all over the internet where someone comes up to you, they ask you one question, and because you answered it decently, they're like, here's $10,000, here's $1,000, here's, I want to buy you lunch, I want to pay for your groceries. Believe in that, right? That has helped me, and I'm still working on that, right? Because I have my down in the dump days, but to be very transparent right now, we are about a month delayed in paying our bill, and that's because the money hasn't come in yet, our phone bill specifically. And that's because the money hasn't come in yet. And I believe that, and I trust that, and I know that God's gonna handle that bill. It just may not come in at the exact time that T-Mobile thought it was supposed to come in, or the time that I thought it was supposed to come in, right? And there's this like, but also, no, like, I have to rid myself of that. I was sitting in the, and now it's just like, I can't stress something that's out of my control. However, if I'm just sitting on my thumbs, acting like whatever, the world sucks and who cares, then yeah, that energy is not going to come in, you know, the energy to pay it off. And it doesn't mean do something. It just means align. It means maybe even meditate. So yeah, if you consider that doing something, fine. But it doesn't mean go out and try to find the money, try to get someone to send it to you. It's like, we've done that. Me and my sister, oh my gosh, we had our entrepreneur business and we were online just selling our readings. I was doing astrology, birth chart type stuff, and Briana was doing tarot readings, and we were selling, and we also were soul advisors. So we were talking people through their challenges in the midst of our challenges because we had a lot of insight to give, right? And oh my gosh, our divine team was just like, okay, if you want to be doers all your life, here you go. But you're a human being. You need to be, okay? And you don't need to have just one title, right? And so you're going to hear me talk about that a lot, just not having one title that explains who I am and what I'm supposed to do and how I'm supposed to show up. And that saved me. Like, just understanding like, yo, this life has so many options. We look at things one way and it's such a disservice. Like, there's so many ways that this life can and will go for us if we believe, if we trust in ourselves enough to be like, yo, I can make anything happen today. With the understanding that it may not happen exactly how you want it to, but the belief alone can make something very similar happen. And when you continue to open up that energy, oh my gosh, miracles can happen. Like, for example, I do my 5 4 3 2 1 journal, which, shout out to Briana. She's the one, my sister Briana, she's the one that taught me to do that journal, because I wasn't really journaling every day, or I was, but like every other day or every whatever. But I do 5 4 3 2 1. It's 5 things I'm grateful for, 4 manifestations that come true today, like I claim that they come true no matter what, 3 proven reasons why my life is going my way, 2 promises that I'm making to myself today, and then 1 question that I'm answering today. That's been helping me so much, because the 5 things I'm grateful for help me to see where I'm at in life and the good things that are happening, because sometimes we don't realize, like that one person that waved hello to you, or that app that gave you that thing for free. Note that. Understand that, so that you can see how your mind is actually manifesting things right before your eyes. But can you notice it? For the 4 things that I'm manifesting for the day to come true, it's like I manifest having the confidence to call in what it is that I want. And I'll see myself have way more confidence than I could have ever expected in that day. It's like there are certain things you don't realize you're making come true, or that one person out of nowhere wants to help you in a time where you actually needed help and you didn't have to call it out. It's like one day I said, I manifest bumping into extremely generous and kind people. And generous could be someone just lets you cross the street, right? But that day I actually experienced me going to get a smoothie, and the girl was familiar with me and Briana. We don't like know her, but she's familiar. She's like, oh, hey, welcome back. And I ordered that free smoothie that I had because we were, a little low on cash that day. And I was like, yeah, and also could you pour that smoothie into 2 cups so that I could share with Briana? She gave us 2 full large cups. She blessed us with 2 large cups in a time where I could have shared it and it would have been half and half for a large. She gave us 2 large cups. That was something so small that I could have looked at and bypassed, but I sat in there. I was like, thank you, God. I get everything I want. That's something me and Briana always say. We get everything we want. We get everything that we're calling in, and it's such a beautiful thing. I think there's false positivity, and then there's actually rewiring your mind to believe that shit is working out in your favor. And it's not easy, but it's not hard either. It's just, okay, feel your funk, throw your tantrum, do what you gotta do. And then how are things working out for you? How are things actually working out for the better? That is something that is just so overlooked. It's just like, wow, I walked to this place and back, and I got back in one piece safely. You know what I mean? Whatever. Find gratitude in the smallest things and watch your life transform. It doesn't mean that you can't feel your emotions. I am queen of feel your emotions. Please feel your emotions. Please be vulnerable about your emotions. Like, yo, today wore me out. Today wore me out because I didn't see it going this way and I want it to go my way, and I'm used to things going my way. So when it's not going my way, it's fucking pissing me off, right? Do that shit. Whatever. Get it out. Don't live there. It's not worth it. And I lived there for a little bit on our journey, and then I had to shake it off. When my car got repoed, I could have lived in that. That was actually something I took really well, but I was like grateful because I was tired of dealing with that car. There was a part of me that was just exhausted. I think at that point I was the only one driving. And Briana just wasn't as comfortable driving in Miami and stuff. And so I was doing all the driving. So for about 6 months, we're driving hotel to hotel. I drove from Boston to Miami. Parking was always like $20 plus, sometimes free for sure, in the outer skirts of Miami. But there was a lot of challenge around the car and so much driving. And our car was filled to the brim with stuff. And I had to find gratitude. Ooh, something on me. Okay, stop it. Stop it. I had to find gratitude for the idea that I just didn't want this stuff anymore. And I couldn't say that because that's not the norm. A lot of things that we're grateful for, it may not be the norm. People are like, well, you're taking it for granted. No, motherfucker, I just don't want it anymore. I don't want to deal with it anymore. And that's okay. And God had it in my plans for me to not deal with it. That doesn't mean that there's a part of me that's like, dang, I do wish I had a car and da-da-da, and oh my gosh. But also my lease was up. Everything was aligned. So for me to be pissed about something like that going down would be foolish because my lease was up. Granted, it's not foolish. I'm just talking shit. But there was a part of me that was just like, oh my gosh, wow, like that's crazy. All my stuff, my laptop, my ID, my passport, everything that we own, birth certificate, everything. All I have is an ID. That's all, and I think that's something that woke me the fuck up. That's for sure. I wasn't all go-lucky happy about it, but I was on some like, look, God's plan, it is what it is. And I could see the beauty in it. It took some time, but I could see it. And I think that's the important part. I told y'all, I will go on a tangent, okay? Sometimes you got to. Sometimes you just gotta talk. But I think we got somewhere, right? I think life ain't easy. I will never claim it to be. Oh, I gotta use the bathroom. Lord, I'm feeling a little fidgety. Oh, God. That's one thing. I be leaving the house and need to go to the bathroom, and that's annoying. That's the only thing with the park. You see, I'm seeing that. You see, this is a perfect example. I'm over here like, see, when I leave the house, I use the bathroom. Over there is the freaking bathroom. There's a bathroom at the park. What do I have to complain about? Huh? Why did I just do that? There's a bathroom right there. It's my choice if I want to use it or not. If I'm like, I don't want to use it, because that's my choice. That's my problem. That's my prerogative, right? But there's a bathroom. Don't go sitting here being ungrateful when there's a bathroom, right? There's an option here. And I chose to act like it's a problem to go back home to use the bathroom, and that's my choice, right? And so sometimes it's like, oh, but it's so icky. Oh, but it's so this. The point is, God bless you with a bathroom. Are you gonna see that blessing or not? Now, after you see that blessing, you'll be like, okay, there is a bathroom. However, I do choose to walk back home. I do choose to go back because I don't know that it aligns for me to go there today. But maybe one day I will use it, right? That's a way to shift your mindset already. Boom. There's things where you're like, oh, I really wanted to eat this thing, but I can't. Hold up. Oh, but I only have $3 in my account. Listen, there's something you can find for $1. I promise you. At the grocery store, there's some fruits for $1. You know what I mean? You can get an apple for $1, right? You can go to Del Taco. My favorite place, Del Taco. You can get a dollar taco. You can get $2 taco, right? There's beauty in the things that we go through. Our challenges make us who we are, but we have to sit in that. We have to actually be open to getting to know who the fuck we are. Everything we go through is so carved out, so particular to our journey. It's just up to us to see it. Oh Lord, I gotta use the bathroom. I am grateful for that bathroom, but I am gonna go back home and use the bathroom. So that's that on that. But yeah, that's what I have for y'all. I'll leave it here. Please comment, like, share, subscribe, get that notification bell going, because I'm gonna post as often as I can. Okay, I'm a free bird. I might post in a week, I might post in a day. We'll see. Keep up. Okay. But thank you for being here. I appreciate you, and I will see y'all on the next one. Okay, bye-bye.